welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd do a little bit of a competitive review of two mascaras, one of which I've tried already and I've also filmed, and that is the Makeup Revolution 5D Lash Extreme Mascara. And what I wanted to do with that today is to compare it to the new Maybelline SKY HIGH mascaras and just do a bit of like a comparison really, because they're both inexpensive. Now in terms of the product and how much you get, so you get 14 mils of product in the Makeup Revolution one and actually half in the Maybelline SKY HIGH one, so they look kind of the same, but you think this actually holds double the product, which is interesting. And actually the first thing I noticed with the 5D Lash Mascara is, I don't know if you can see that sort of just on the end, but it's a bit, I thought it was like a bit more of a wetter consistency, but it wasn't. It was just that there was more product in that actual component. It feels like there's a lot less product in here. And one thing that I've noticed with Maybelline mascaras is that they tend to dry up quite quickly. Now, in terms of the brushes, I'm gonna sort of do a bit of a close-up on this and try not to get like mascara everywhere. Now the ones are completely different because I feel like the Maybelline one is a bit more plastic. So the one that I'm waving slightly is the Maybelline one, and then the other one is the Makeup Revolution one. And if you can see, the bristles on the Maybelline one are a little bit shorter and they tend to look a bit more compacted, whereas the other one looks, I don't know, a bit different. So I'm going to zoom you in, I'm going to show you how it looks. I'm going to do two coats as well because I always do two like coats of mascara anyway. I don't just give it like a good go and then we're done. So let's zoom in. So I'm also just in the middle of doing like a tutorial on the new Maybelline Superstay Active Wear Foundations. Yeah, if you are interested in these, then I will link that video down below. If it is up, it should be up. I'm not going to tell you my thoughts, I'll tell you in the other video. So what I'm going to do is start off with the Makeup Revolution one because this is the one that I use like all the time, and this genuinely has been like my favourite mascara ever. So generally with all mascaras I just tend to pull like a really ugly face, but what I'll do is I'll nuzzle the product into the actual lash line and then sort of flick it outwards. Now I have got a review on this on my channel and this video did really well, so I will of course link that down below, and I'm not going to go into too much detail because I give my thoughts in that, and you know, the fact that I use it every day pretty much just hopefully solidifies how much I love this. So what I tend to look for in mascaras is, does it make my lashes look longer? Does it make them look fuller? Does it make them look darker? Sort of the traditional things that you'd expect from a mascara. And because I wear false lashes quite a lot as well, like I don't solely depend on mascara as such, but a few things that I tend to look out for is how much does it sort of transfer onto my upper lid. This one tends to transfer a little bit more, and you might be able to see it just on the top of my lid. But I also look for as well which ones tend to not crumble and just genuinely like make me look like my eyelashes are, maybe not false eyelashes because I have really short stumpy ones. If you can see from that one already, which is the Makeup Revolution one, I love this. I don't know how many times I need to say it. It is my ride or die, and yeah, it is like my ultimate favourite because it gives you so much lift and a lot of like curl, I guess, to the lash. It fans them out. It does transfer, but to be fair, the way I actually apply my mascara, I'm like this. So I'm now going to try the SKY HIGH mascara on this side, and then what I'm going to do is come back, add another coat to this, and then add another coat to the Maybelline one. I know it sounds silly, but I just feel like already, like the product's collecting like at the top here, and it just feels like lighter. Do you know what I mean? Like this, you feel like you've got actual product in there, but this just feels a bit lighter. So let's have a go. Already, I'm noticing the one on this is a bit more flexy. Now in comparison, I think, to the Makeup Revolution one, just off the bat, this coats my lashes a lot quicker because they went super dark straight away, but okay, that little bit there was me. I ain't gonna lie guys, this is pretty good. I think this one, the Maybelline one, is going to be at more risk of it looking clumpy and like spider lashes. So this is, let me just see if I can get this camera to focus. So this is what they're looking like so far. So this side here is the Makeup Revolution one, and then this side here is the Maybelline, what was it, like Skylight or something? Sky High. I mean, they've both done a really good job of like lengthening my lashes, and this one just feels like a bit more like there's more product on there, if that makes sense. So let me just go in with the second coat. So this is what they look like with the first coat. Something else that I'm noticing as well that I don't notice with the Makeup Revolution one is it's pushing quite a lot of product underneath my lash line, and it feels like a bit wet, if that makes sense. So I'm up really close and personal now. So this side here again is the Makeup Revolution one, and it feels nice, it feels dry, it feels secure, a little bit of transfer. I feel like maybe a second coat wasn't the best idea. Can you see on like this outer part here, I'd expect my lashes to sort of flare out like this, but here it's gone like a little bit stumpy. Let me just try the lower lashes as well, because that's another thing that I look for when it comes to mascaras. Like, will it really transfer onto my lower lash line? Does it make them look really stumpy? That sort of thing. So again, I'm just going to go with my Makeup Revolution one, which I have to admit, my Makeup Revolution one isn't the best for lower lash lines, because it can get quite chunky, but if you sort of really just feather the wand over your lashes, it does help to avoid that. And I have a funny feeling, she says, that the Sky High one from Maybelline is going to do a bit of a better job with the lower lash lines. Yeah, so I think the Maybelline one is much better for lower lash lines. Not much seems to sort of transfer. Yeah, I like that actually for the lower lash line. I think that's actually much better than the Makeup Revolution one. So I'm just going to do a bit of a brief summary really. So in general, you get more product for your money when it comes to the Makeup Revolution one. In terms of like packaging, I'm not fussed about packaging, but something I will say about both of them is they have a clicker. So hang on, do you hear that? And then also with the Makeup Revolution one, you do get one. There is one there. But yeah, you definitely do get those like sort of little clickers on there, and that helps to just make sure everything, like the actual wand, is secure in the packaging, which is really, really good. In terms of the wand, I probably prefer the wand of the Makeup Revolution one, because that's just my personal preference, and I know that that can vary. I think in terms of like how they apply, the Makeup Revolution one is the cleanest, if that makes sense. So you're not going to get as much product dotted around the place. So can you see, like, I mean, that could all be me, just to be fair, but like if you're somebody who doesn't wear liquid liner, then the Makeup Revolution one's probably going to be better because it's going to be less messy. But if you're somebody who wears liquid liner, this one's also going to be good as well, but it just means that you have to go over with, you know, liquid liner. I don't know, I just feel like the Makeup Revolution one's a bit more fanned out and a bit more fluttery, which is something that I look for in a mascara. But sometimes with these comparison videos, like, I like both of the products and I really do like this mascara. I think it's a really good mascara, but sometimes when you're sort of comparing them to each other, you kind of forget how good each individual one is. So just because I'm comparing them, it doesn't mean that they're not good by any means. It just means that I prefer this Makeup Revolution one. That was everything for me today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, don't be afraid to subscribe and click the button down below, not the button, and give this video a thumbs up, because it really, really does help me out on my channel, especially being sort of like the smaller side of YouTube. So every like does make an absolute massive difference. So thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye.